Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Final Girl Core Box, along with Final Girl Dr. Fright or Final Girl Frightmare on Maple Lane. So, I wonder what that's kind of nodding at. um, so this is a game that I've been interested in. I'm not usually a solo gamer. I don't play too many games solo, but I have gotten more into cooperative games and have actually played a few solo games, but they've kind of mainly been roll and writes like Hadrian's Wall and Three Sisters. But I've also played Coffee Roaster recently and really enjoyed that as well. So I thought, well, if this is supposedly one of the top solo games of the last couple of years, I should definitely try it out because I'm a pretty big fan of horror films as well. So yeah, it just kind of seems like maybe it's made for me. But thought that I'd kind of start with these two boxes, and I already took the shrink wrap off of these because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to open them or how they opened because they looked a little strange compared to most board games. But then it looks like these were on the backs. So this was on the back of this one, kind of explaining some of the things inside the box and whatnot, and saying that you need that core box in order to play it, and this one was saying how you needed one of these boxes in order to play it, and it kind of comes with core components. So I'm interested to kind of see what these have in them. But yeah, I'll get right into it. Definitely in the comments below, if you've played Final Girl, let me know which one of the boxes is your favorite, because there were quite a few to choose from. So I just ended up going with that one, but I wasn't really based on too much of like looking to see which one. I just found Nightmare on Elm Street is was probably kind of one of my favorites that I could tell that these were based on. So yeah. Then we've got this 60-minute music collection coming late 2022. I'm not sure what that is. Some horror film music. Some spooky music, maybe. But then we've got the rule book here, and I don't know too much about this system, but I would guess that it kind of has a lot of the core rules that are going to be used from box to box overall, and kind of explain how to do things. And then I'm guessing each box is going to kind of have a subset of rules that you'll kind of use to maybe change some things. From my understanding, this is a relatively simple game once you know how to play it. So yeah, it looks like about 30 some pages of rules. Hopefully that'll be good enough to explain everything. Looks like they've got some examples on these pages, which is always nice when you're describing something to actually show an example of it in gameplay. So yeah, hopefully a pretty well laid out rule book. But then we've got some cardboard here with, it looks like some maybe life tokens, where it's got a little die on there, and then just some different symbols with these that kind of look like they correspond to these different rectangles. Not 100% sure, but yeah, these look pretty cool. It looks like some of these have nothing on the back, but then some have hearts, so that must have to do with something on maybe turning these over, seeing what the results are. So yeah, looks pretty cool. The cardboard, can't tell. Let me try punching one out. Yeah, not too bad. I thought it might be a little thin. And they may be a little thinner than your average cardboard, but definitely not too bad. Not like, oh, it's easily bending in my hand or anything when I've got it in my hand. But then we've got this board here. Dead. Every time a victim dies, you're doing something. Yeah, I wouldn't say I know too much about what's going on in the game, but yeah, like I said before, I just really like the horror genre of movies, and trying to get into a little more solo gaming. But yeah, it looks like you've got every phase of the game kind of laid out here. So hopefully, kind of once you've read through the rules, this will make it easy to just kind of, oh yep, I'm doing my action phase and planning, killer, panic, upkeep. Hopefully that'll be very clean and clear. Make it easy to go from round to round. But then we've got this nice little insert here, plastic insert with a cover on it. And it looks like some various things can go in there. I'm guessing some of the tokens that need to be punched out will go in there. But then we've got some cards here. So this is walk, short rest, focus, weak attack, close call, guard, search, sprint, improvise. Kind of all the things you see your protagonists doing in a horror film. Kind of trying to get away from the big bad monster. Critical blow. Ooh, I got to get this card, and I have to do the old critical blow there. It looks like they have a little time on the bottom, so I'm guessing these actions take various amounts of time, and then kind of depending on what you do, probably be more. Sometimes you'll have a more efficient thing than others. So ignore all, reduced by 2, reduced by 1. So it looks like if you're in the double green stars, you're doing a little bit better maybe. Yeah, these look to be pretty well laid out. And it looks like once you kind of know some of the symbology, it's kind of the same symbols over and over. So hopefully those will be pretty clear and clean once you've gone through the rules. Then we've got these. Oh boy, these are pretty small. I don't know what. 100% sure what these are used for, but they are very small. So yeah, pretty small for my hands. Hopefully not maneuvering these around a lot, because those are quite small in my opinion. But yeah, they look clean enough. Hopefully they're just used to kind of mark things maybe in a, I don't know if this has any two or double layered boards or anything in the actual games. Looks like this is maybe your final girl. A lot of hearts here. You got the red, which I'm not sure if that's the monster. A little time symbol. Yeah, a lot of cool. I like I mean, even though it's just a heart, it looks pretty solid. I don't know that I see too many hearts in games. I'm trying to remember, there may be a heart used to track something in Euphoria, but I don't remember for sure if that's the case. It's the only other one I can think of that might have a heart, but I'm not even 100% sure that it does. Oh, and then it looks like we've got some yellow meeples. I really like the look that they chose for these. It looks a little bit different than just your average meeple. Actually looks a lot taller than most of them as well, but I think they chose a good look here, and somehow managed to have the blue one slip out of my hand and fall right into the box there. So yeah, I got a blue, orange, and white one as well, but most another yellow. So those might be some other victims, I would guess. And last but not least, in this core box anyway, we've got 6 pretty chunky dice here. And it looks like, I don't know if they're all the same. They have a different number and they have symbols on them. So I'm not sure, those probably all do slightly different things. Pretty chunky, and a little bit of roundedness. I think those should be pretty good dice. Pretty good ones to roll around. They'll have a lot of roll to them. Oh, there, I just dropped it. Should roll pretty well. But that's everything kind of in that core box. So let's get into one of the scenarios, I would say. I don't know if that's what you'd call it exactly, but that's what I'm going with. So it looks like this comes off here. I did not know that was the case. It's all magnetic. Both sides are magnetic. I did not know that. So yeah, this comes off here, and it's actually the bad guy. Cool. That's actually really cool. I did not realize that was the case. I thought this one opened kind of similar to the base one, but it does, but it actually comes off. So yeah, it looks like you'll be tracking how dangerous he is and things like that. If asleep, oh, don't want to fall asleep when he's around. Yeah, I like the artwork that they used here. It's pretty cool. It's a little scary, I will say. So I don't know if I'd play that with extremely young children. That may be a little terrifying, but I think you'll probably know whether or not this would be right for your kids. And then, yeah, it looks like just some instructions on Dr. Fright himself. And we've got another insert here. Oh boy. For Nancy's eyes only. It looks like I might have uncovered a little secret by accident there. But then we've got this asleep boiler room. Victims will not follow you during movement and cannot be scared. Terror. So we got some cards here. Not sure if there's spoilers here. Maybe I shouldn't be looking at all this. Yeah, it looks like they use... I won't look too closely at it because I don't know if that is the case for these. But looks like you got some more solid cards here with some pretty cool artwork. Ooh boy, she's scared. I would be scared too. If there was someone looking like this anywhere near me, that would be pretty scary. It'd almost be more scary if you weren't scared of that, because then yeah, it really makes me question that person if they're not scared at all. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if this comes off of here, or if this is just a part of the box and it's only half a box. I'm actually not sure. Anyone watching this probably knows. But yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like this should come out, but I don't. Okay, so I think... So this even pops off here too. And it opens this up to the other side and a board. Okay, so this is all magnetic here. Cool. Yeah, I really like the artwork they used here. Just has a really cool feel to it. Then we've got Maple Lane, and it looks like we've got a box, another box here with some cards, which I won't go too deep into, but yeah, it's kind of everything inside of here, outside of obviously the cards. I don't want to spoil anything accidentally, so yeah, it looks like you'll have these boards kind of go around the outside of the box, which is really cool that the magnetic, that they work like that. I was really confused as to how to get that open, but I did figure it out. It just took me quite some time. But yeah, that's everything inside kind of the core box, along with the Dr. Fright expansion, or what was it, Nightmare or Dream on Maple Lane, whatever they called it. But yeah, that's everything inside of there. I'm looking forward to giving this one a go and seeing what I think of it, see if I need to check out some more. So like I said in the comments below, if you've played this one, definitely let me know which one you find to be your favorite, if you've played multiple. But otherwise, I hope to see you on the next one, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.